both require energy, both are needy, both are thirsty. The same thing is heaven for one and hell for the other. So, if we are trained here in such pursuits of pleasure which we will not get in the hereafter, if we abhor the concept of God being discussed daily in our houses, and the memory of God is a punishment, and the pleasure of going to disco is a joy forever, then after death, that would be your hell. Because there will be no disco, no mad music, etc. to keep you company. God will become closer. Here he is seen from a distance because our faculties are not yet fully developed. Faculties, according to the Quran, after the rebirth of man, the soul in fact, will be highly enhanced. He will feel closer to God if he had been in love with God and godliness, if he had been in love with humanity, in fact if he had been in love with the good attributes which are divine attributes, then he'll find himself in heaven. Because he'll not only be closer to them, he will be able to enjoy them with far more enhanced sensibilities. So, you see what hunger does? It enhances our capability to enjoy food. That's all it does to us. After creating urge, the more hungry you are, the more you are capable of enjoying things. So if you have been craving goodness here on earth, and suddenly you are brought closer to that, and your craving, sense of craving is also enhanced, and your requirement or feeling of dearth without them is powerful here. When suddenly you are brought closer and your faculties are enhanced, this is heaven. But it will be sort of materialized, not materialized, but presented not only in emotions, but in figures as well. Like in dream, we see gardens, like in dreams we experience some pleasures of all sorts in fact. And sometimes the dreams are so clear, so powerful that we feel that what we are witnessing is the real life. Hazrat Masih has given the example of that dream, but said that is only a human psychic experience. If dreams are realized, and God can, without creating matter, just by creating a spiritual entity which has that capability of enjoying goodness, which will also be given a sort of form, image of trees, of fruits, of gardens and things, then this will be a heaven which you cannot conceive here on earth, but you can guess a little bit that it would be something of the pleasures you have all been seeking, but you have never been able to have pleasure to the utmost of your desire. There you will have it as you desire. Is that what you wanted to do, or have I gone out of... Huh? What is your time?
Half past 8 to do.
No, 1 minute. What did you tell them when you invited them? How long they were expecting to remain with us?
Didn't give any time.
Huh? You always play safe, huh? But you have to serve them food after this, haven't you? So I think they habitually they take dinner at about 6 or between 6 and 7, don't they? Huh? I mean, you know why I'm reminded of this? We were talking of hunger and enhanced hunger. This is not always spiritual, of course. So, unless there are other questions, I think we should call it a day, so that we could have enough time now to eat and return. Huh?
Yeah.
It's up to you entirely. I'm accustomed to sit for long, long hours, but I don't want you to do it at your cost. So if there are no questions, we call it a day, shall we?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much for coming and providing me this very wonderful evening which I enjoyed so much. and I take leave of you then. Huh? God bless you.